Ever wonder how that quiet neighbor down the street, the one driving a 10-year-old Toyota and doing their own yard work, somehow travels first class and retired before 50? They didn't win the lottery, and they're definitely not working a soul-crushing 9-to-5. Their secret? A business so insanely boring you've probably walked right past it 100 times without a second thought. And honestly, boring is beautiful. They live incredibly well. They travel whenever they want, and they owe absolutely nothing. I'm talking about businesses so ordinary, 99% of people wouldn't even look twice. But that's exactly why they make so much money. After looking at the businesses with the absolute highest survival rates in the US, I found 20 that almost nobody talks about. Now, some of these might make you a little uncomfortable. You might look at them and think, wait, isn't that just a job? But that exact mindset is what's keeping you from building real wealth. Let's break them down. And if you're only going to pay attention to one, make it the very last one. It's the most counterintuitive, but it's the ultimate wealth builder. Let's get into it. First up, laundromats. Now, hear me out on this stat before you brush it off. Laundromats have a mind-blowing 94.8% success rate at the 5-year mark. That means out of every 100 people who open one, nearly 95 are still thriving after 5 years. Compare that to the average business where almost half fold in the first few years. The US laundromat industry is worth over $5 billion a year. It can easily pull in over $300,000 annually with solid 50% margins. Best of all, 90% of your customers are repeat clients. You don't have to sell anyone on washing their clothes. Laundry gets dirty all on its own. Number 2, automated car washes. This industry is absolutely booming, crossing the $15 billion mark. A single automated car wash can easily net you between $150,000 and $200,000 in pure profit a year. The best part? Once you set it up, it practically runs on autopilot. Everyone wants a clean car, but nobody wants to spend their Saturday scrubbing it. It's that simple. Look at John Derry, an entrepreneur who started with a single car wash and scaled his operation to nearly $6 million in annual revenue with margins north of 20%. He didn't invent some crazy new tech. He just dialed in his processes and replicated them. Zero disruption, just pure, flawless execution. Plus, most car washes now use membership models, charging $20 to $40 a month for unlimited washes. That gives you predictable, recurring revenue, rain or shine. Number 3, vending machines. This is one of my favorites because the barrier to entry is so low. You can get started with less than 10 grand. A single machine can generate about $30,000 a year with 30% margins. And get this, some operators make 700 grand a year working just 2 days a week. The secret? It's not about owning one machine. It's about scaling to 30 or 40 machines in killer locations like gyms, hotels, or office buildings. You negotiate the spot, stock the machines, and collect the cash. No employees, no overhead, no office. And if you want to level up, think about specialty vending. Not soda and chips, but beauty products in salons, bait near popular fishing docks, or chargers and electronics in airports. The more specific the niche, the less competition and the higher your margins.
Number 4, trash hauling. Yeah, garbage. Waste Management is a massive goldmine. A company that literally picks up junk generated over $20 billion in revenue last year. Those contracts renew automatically because trash never stops piling up. I'm not saying you need to go toe-to-toe with the giant corporations, but starting a local junk removal service with a truck and a couple of bins is incredibly lucrative. Some local operators are building $3 million a year just doing this. One person's trash is quite literally your cash. Number 5, pressure washing. You can jump into this with less than $5,000. All you need is a reliable pressure washer, a truck, and some business cards. You can easily charge between $200 and $500 per job cleaning driveways, patios, and siding. What makes this great is that it's highly seasonal and highly visible. Once you clean one house on a block, the neighbors see the insane difference and call you to do theirs next. Your work is your billboard. Number 6, self-storage units. This industry pulls in over $45 billion a year. 1 in 10 American households rents a unit, and the average net margin is a massive 41%. Get this, There are actually more self-storage facilities in the US than McDonald's and Starbucks locations combined, and over 70% of them are still owned by independent operators, not massive corporations. That means there is plenty of room for you to get in. But here's the real kicker: the customer profile. The average customer pays around $128 a month and stays for over 14 months. Honestly, some people pay for years because they literally forget what they even put in there, but they keep paying the bill. That is the ultimate recurring passive income. Number 7, pest control. This is a $30 billion industry projected to hit $40 billion by 2030. There are over 34,000 companies out there, and the vast majority are small, local setups run by just 1 or 2 people. The secret sauce here is recurring revenue. 85% of residential income comes from recurring service contracts. Customers pay you automatically month after month, and just like trash, pests aren't going anywhere. Number 8, landscaping. Drive through any nice American suburb and you'll see trucks with trailers loaded with mowers. Why? Because the business model is bulletproof. This is a recurring contract business. Once you land 30 or 40 accounts, you've got a highly predictable income stream. The entry barrier is low: a commercial mower, a leaf blower, and a strong work ethic. But here's where most people mess up. They charge like employees instead of thinking like business owners. The difference between making 40 grand a year mowing lawns and making 200 grand is simple: systemize and scale. Stop being the guy holding the mower and start being the one managing the crew. Once you make that mental shift, your local lawn job turns into a high-value landscaping company. Number 9, commercial cleaning. I'm not talking about cleaning houses, though that works too. I'm talking about landing contracts with corporate offices, medical clinics, schools, and commercial buildings. A single office building contract can pay you anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000 a month. And once you're in, those contracts roll over automatically year after year. A lot of people have the skills to do this, but never take the leap. It's not a lack of knowledge, it's a lack of mindset. Transitioning from charging by the hour as an employee to bidding by contract as an owner can easily triple your income for the exact same work. Number 10, pool cleaning. If you live in warm weather states like Florida, Texas, Arizona, or California, this is a gold mine. There are over 10 million residential pools in the country, and most homeowners would gladly pay someone else to maintain them. A pool tech with just 40 clients can bring in $80,000 to $120,000 a year working half days. It's a simple, route-based business where customers pay you year-round because pools need chemistry and maintenance. Number 11, mobile auto detailing. It's like a car wash, but you bring the service directly to the customer's driveway. A full detail can fetch anywhere from $150 to $400, and you can easily knock out 3 or 4 a day. That's $450 to $1,600 a day with almost zero overhead. All you need is a van or truck loaded with your gear. No storefront, no rent, no commercial property hassle. Just do an incredible job and word of mouth will do the rest of the selling for you. Number 12, scrap metal recycling. The global scrap recycling market is projected to skyrocket to $771 billion by 2032. The opportunity is sitting right in your backyard. You can start simply as a middleman, collecting scrap from construction sites, home renovations, and factories and flipping it to local recycling plants. There's a massive trend around urban ore because e-waste contains valuable precious metals like copper, silver, and gold. What other people throw away, you turn into straight cash. Number 13, ice vending machines. It might sound a bit weird, but a single ice vending machine can generate over $40,000 a year in passive income. They run 24/7 with 0 employees. A high-quality machine costs about 35 grand and completely pays for itself in 12 to 18 months. They're gold mines in the American South, near campgrounds and RV parks. You're literally turning tap water into ice and selling it. That simple, that boring, that profitable. Number 14, ATMs. You can buy a reliable ATM for $2,000 to $3,000, place it in a high foot traffic local business like a convenience store, a busy bar, or a gas station, and charge a $2 to $3 convenience fee per transaction. A solid location can easily net you $500 to $1,500 a month. One machine won't make you rich, but once you scale to 10 or 15, you have a highly lucrative, completely passive income stream. All you do is reload the cash and collect the fees. Number 15, and this is the one absolutely nobody wants to talk about: portable restrooms. Yes,
Porta potties. Every outdoor wedding, construction site, and music festival needs them, and someone has to provide them. That someone might as well be you. A standard unit costs between $500 and $1,000, and you can rent it out for $75 to $175 a day. An operator running 50 units can easily generate a healthy six-figure income. Is it glamorous? Not even close. Is it wildly profitable? Absolutely.
Number 16, pet waste removal. Before you laugh, look at the numbers. There are over 90 million households with dogs in the US, and a massive chunk of those owners absolutely despise scooping poop from their yards. Service companies charge $15 to $25 per weekly visit. Let's do the quick math. 50 clients at $20 a week is $4,000 a month, or nearly $50,000 a year. Double that to 100 clients, and you're looking at a $96,000 business. All you need to start is a scoop, a bag, and leaving your ego at the door. Number 17, parking lot striping. Every single strip mall, church, school, and grocery store needs their parking lines painted and clearly visible. In fact, it's a strict legal requirement in both states. The entry-level equipment will run you $3,000 to $5,000. A single afternoon's work can easily pay you $500 to $2,000, and the competition is virtually non-existent because almost nobody even realizes this is a viable business. Number 18, appliance repair. Washers, dryers, fridges, and dishwashers. When they break, people don't want to wait a week. They need them fixed immediately, and they are more than willing to pay $100 to $400 per visit. With inflation, buying a new fridge can easily cost $2,000 to $3,000, while a repair might only be $200. It's an easy choice for homeowners. Technicians are rapidly aging out and retiring, and almost no young people are entering the trade. If you take some basic online courses or certifications to learn 3 or 4 common appliances, you have a recession-proof business for life. Number 19, notary public and loan signing agent. This is arguably the absolute cheapest and easiest business to start on this entire list. Getting certified as a notary costs $50 to $150 depending on your state. Once you're set up, you can charge $75 to $200 for standard document signings. If you specialize as a loan signing agent for mortgages, you can pull in $125 to $300 per appointment. Doing just 3 or 4 signings a day can net you $500 to $1,200. No inventory, no office, no employees, just you, a stamp, and a stack of papers. Plus, if you're bilingual, you have a massive competitive edge with home buyers who prefer signing documents in their native language. Number 20, the last one, the ultimate wealth builder. A wash and fold delivery service. Why is this the holy grail? Because it perfectly blends recurring income, low competition, constant demand, and massive convenience. We live in an era where people gladly pay a premium to outsource their chores. They pay for food delivery, dog walking, house cleaning, and yes, their laundry. Most people still do it themselves, but that's changing fast. You don't need to own a physical laundromat. You can partner with one that already exists, offer the pickup and delivery service, and keep a margin of 30 to 40%. An operator with 100 recurring clients paying between $30 and $50 a week is generating between $12,000 and $20,000 a month. No storefront, no machines, just logistics, customer service, and consistency. This is what Walker Diebel calls in his book, Buy Then Build, an acquisition business. You don't need to invent anything. You just need to take something that already exists and add value to it. In this case, the value is convenience. And in most mid-sized cities in this country, this service barely exists yet. The opportunity is literally waiting for someone to grab it. Combine business number 1, the laundromat, with a delivery service, and suddenly you have a business model that generates recurring income without having to invest in equipment. It's like being the bridge between the customer and the laundromat and charging for that connection.
This all sounds incredible, but how do you actually get started? The answer is simple. Don't try to launch all 20, just pick one. Find the one that fits your budget, your local area, and most importantly, what you're actually willing to do without letting your ego get in the way. Because let's be real, most of these require you to get your hands dirty, knock on doors, and do work that won't look cool on an Instagram feed. But that's exactly why the path is wide open. The lack of glamour keeps the competition away. When most people look to start a business, they want the cool startup, the one that sounds impressive to talk about at a dinner party. They want to tell people they run a high-tech platform, not a local laundromat. But that exact trap costs people years of progress. While they're busy chasing the perfect, glamorous idea, the people building real, stress-free wealth are out there doing the boring stuff. They're buying the corner laundromat, placing vending machines in local gyms, and striping parking lots on a Saturday morning. There's a famous concept from the book The Millionaire Next Door that perfectly explains this. The vast majority of self-made millionaires in the US don't work in glamorous tech industries or inherit their money. They own everyday, ordinary businesses that solve simple, inevitable problems. These are recession-proof, because rain or shine, boom or bust, people will always need to wash their clothes, get rid of pests, and manage their trash. The data backs this up. Small business owners are incredibly optimistic right now, with a massive majority projecting major growth over the next few years. And with AI tools making operations easier than ever, there has literally never been a better window of opportunity to build something of your own. The tools are ready, the demand is there, the only variable is whether you're willing to start. To put this into perspective, let's look at two people with the exact same background. Daniel is 42, works in construction, and makes about $55,000 a year. It's solid, honest work. But for 5 years, Daniel has been talking about starting a business. He never does. Every time he gets an idea, he compares it to the flashy startups he sees on social media. He wants a high-end online store, a personal brand, a podcast, something that looks prestigious. Because those ideas require massive capital and flawless execution, he stays paralyzed. Meanwhile, Daniel spends hundreds of dollars a month on unused subscriptions and eating out. Over 5 years, he's easily blown $36,000 on things that brought him zero return. That $36,000 is the exact amount he needed to buy a cash-flowing asset, 10 vending machines, or launch multiple service businesses. Then there's Alex, same age, also making $55,000 a year as a maintenance tech. But 3 years ago, Alex did something Daniel was too proud to do. He bought a pressure washer for $3,500, printed some cheap business cards, and started knocking on doors in his neighborhood offering to wash driveways and patios. His hands shook every single time he knocked on a door. He admitted that to me himself, but he kept going. By month 3, he was pulling in an extra $2,400 a month. By month 6, he landed a contract with a local HOA to wash 20 homes. Today, 3 years later, Alex has a fully equipped truck, 2 employees, and bills over $180,000 a year. He has a highly lucrative asset on top of his day job, which he's now getting ready to leave. Alex didn't have a perfect business plan, a high-end logo, or a fancy website. He had a pressure washer, an old truck, and the willingness to do the work others are too proud to do.
The difference between Daniel and Alex isn't luck, talent, or education. It's that Alex realized something Daniel hasn't. Boring businesses pay for incredibly exciting lives. Daniel is still searching for the perfect idea, while Alex has years of steady cash flow and the peace of mind knowing that if he gets laid off tomorrow, his business will carry him. Alex is already looking at his second truck, already training a third employee, and already thinking about adding roof cleaning to his menu because his own customers keep asking for it. And that, to me, is real wealth. It's not the amount of money, it's the absence of fear. It's knowing that no matter what happens, recession, layoff, emergency, you have something of your own that sustains you. I'm not telling you to quit your job tomorrow to haul scrap metal or buy 50 porta potties, but I am telling you to open your eyes to the massive, quiet opportunities happening right under your nose. The businesses that don't trend on TikTok and the ones that don't have influencers selling you a $2,000 course. Of the 20 businesses we looked at, you can start several of them this weekend with less than $5,000. They all solve problems that are never going away. While everyone else is waiting around for the idea of the century, the people willing to get their hands dirty and start with what they have are the ones building real financial freedom. Out of the millions of small businesses in the US, the vast majority are run by a single person who simply decided to work for themselves without asking for permission. It's completely possible. You just have to take the first step. If any of these businesses opened your eyes to a new opportunity, think about which one you can start taking action on today.